Broadcasting from deep within the StreamYard studios, from high atop the KPC Music Corporate Tower in the southwest desert town of Kanab, Utah. This is Dolorem Vox, and now your host, Kelly Chambers.
Good evening. This is a special Dolorem Vox live podcast for the 4th of July, 2025. And we will be back come Wednesday, but I thought I'd do a kind of a retrospective look back at season 1, because tonight I'm officially launching Season 2.
The views, beliefs, and opinions of the guest and some content, videos, commercials, etc., may not reflect those of Dolorem Vox or its host KellyP Chambers, including its subsidiaries uropaVISION, KPC Music, and KPC Video. All rights reserved.
Hello again. And this will probably be the last time you see this. I've got a scheduled hair appointment, and I started building this podcast, which included all the social sites, X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You go to any of those places, put in Dolorem Vox, and guess what? You're going to see Dolorem Vox. So what we're doing tonight, as I mentioned, is we're going to take a look back at, not the whole, of course, it'd take forever. I'm just going to do bits and pieces of each episode that I did live within the first season, which was 6 months. Like I said, I started building it in October of 2024, and I actually officially launched Dolorem Vox and this channel January 1st of 2025. So the first clip is going to be the first episode of season 1, which was a nightmare. And that podcast lasted just a little under 4 minutes. So with that, we're just going to play the whole thing. And yeah, you're going to get to see the whole enchilada. And then from there, we'll move on. Oh, excuse me. To the rest. So let's get this here. Let's get this going here. And got it here. And that. Okay.
This is the Dolorem Vox podcast. It was supposed to be my first official podcast. And of course, I've been up, well, I was up for almost 2 days. And when I ended up passing out last night or this morning around 3 or 4, everything was working. Looked like I was going to be able to stream to YouTube and Facebook. I hope that's right. I have no idea. And right now, because I'm using a laptop, which I haven't used at all up until today, because if I don't use my laptop, I can't buy. So anyway, I'm not ready. I'm having a lot of issues. I hope you can hear me. I can't hear me with the head. I put the headphones on. I hear nothing. I look at my screen and it looks like my mic's working, but so anyway, I probably just need to reboot my system. I just need a few more days. I got to work out the bugs. I thought I had them worked out for this launch, but I don't. So that's which shit. So yeah, I mean it is. I didn't even have time to shave. I mean, come on. I stopped shaving October 1st. That was the day I started working on Dolorem Vox, and I thought, okay, I'm ready, but I'm not. My birthday falls January 29th. I'm thinking possibly making that my first long run test. We'll see. I'd like to go on much earlier than that because I'm ready, but my equipment's not ready. And in order for me to do this, I can't just use a cell phone. I have to use my laptop. And I decided to sign up for that because, what else? What other choice at this point? So, anyway, guys, I have already. I mean, now it's technical. Now I'm pretty much ready to do this podcast. I've got some script and everything ready to go. Let you know who the hell I am, why I'm doing this. But I'm not ready. So with that, kids, I'm going to sign off right now. The next time you see me, be a troll, 2 minutes, just so people can get ready, and then we'll climb into the podcast. I've got music waiting. I've got commercials. And when I say commercials, I'll be interviewing bands, and not just bands. I'm going to interview a guy. He's a relative of Cecil B. DeMille. He was a famous director who did like Cleopatra and a bunch of stuff. And my mind's not right there on that. I do. I've got some things coming up. I'm not right now because I'm pissed. I got ready, and I'm ready. My equipment's not ready. So hopefully you can see me. I don't know. June, and we'll be back once a week. Kids.
And that was it. That was it. That's my first episode, season 1, and it was pretty much a nightmare. That was all I got. I wasn't ready. I thought it was, I thought I had it all together. I was paying too much attention, putting together all the social sites, and I thought I was doing it right. I thought I was, but I wasn't. I could have actually waited another month. you know, it is what it is. But as you noticed, as we climb down or climb up the first season, it gets a little better. I'm used to using this software, StreamYard, and things do get better. Like I said, this here hasn't come off since October 1st, since it started, but it's coming off. It's coming off this week. I'm a bit under the weather again. It's been very hot, and I've got the swamp cooler right outside my studio here, and you know, the cold air comes in, and I'm an old man, and you know, susceptible to colds and stuff like that. So what we're going to do now is we are going to move on to episode 102, the second episode. And let me see. I'm not going as fast as I thought I could, but it's okay. We'll get there. You just gotta, like I said, I'm alone. And with that, we're gonna start right now with episode 2. Get everything set here. I think I got it. All right. Oh, here we are.
I'm doing a lot of research. Lots of research. Yeah, let's see. I went into that. Yeah, I just I deal with some depression. Since I've been doing this, it's something to be said about putting, you know, your mind. It helps. It's still hard for me to lock or to get up and go from my studio into my bedroom or my studio into the bathroom. Sometimes it's it's a feat just to do it. And that's been recent. My neck went out again, and I'm not wearing my brace. Usually I am when it's hurting bad. But I already had breathing issues. The neck, that just intensifies it. And I went in for some steroid shots. I've had them in the past. So I think what we're going to have to do at this point is a surgeon. And I will try my best to not let it affect my podcast. I'll try to be here no matter how I feel. You know, if I'm feeling like crap, I'll just feel like crap. You know, give me a few inches. Or whatever the saying is.
I did a season 102. It's kind of a continuation of what you just saw. And I really don't remember why I did that, but I did. This first season, like the second season, should consist of at least, I think, 25 episodes. I ended up in season 1 doing 19 because I wasn't feeling too good. I did burn out. I didn't stop from October all the way up to January. It was go, 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 little sleep. And what happens? We burn out. And I'm not a victim. Now, I've got issues, and you're going to hear about it. I think that's important, so you know where I'm at. Right now, I'm doing this, getting my mind right. The future, I could see another surgery on my spine, and that'll help relieve pain in my lungs, because when you got issues going on in your body, it does affect other parts, like my lungs. So it's been kind of hard at times just to walk a few feet. Now I'm out of breath. And it's not all lung, it has to do with pain. And I I talk a little bit about that, being on pain medication for over 20 years. I don't mess around with it. That's, I've been on it for so long because I don't mess around with it. I don't drink. When you hear about deaths from pain medication, it's always followed up because, there was drinks involved or other illicit drugs. I do smoke cannabis when I have it. And when I say cannabis, for me today is oil. And I treat that as I do with my pain medication. I watch closely what I'm doing. So with that, I'm setting it up right now. We're gonna move on to the next episode, which is episode 102.2, which is a continuation of what you just saw. And I'm just playing little clips. Some will be longer than others. There will be music, of course. That's my niche, is doing music. This past first season, I had some great interviews. Twilight Transmission, which is Christopher Alvarado. And I also did, towards the end of season 1, Techno Poetry with David Velasquez. He's from Belgium, and he'll be joining the podcast here. And that was great. We had, he actually, it wasn't rap. He did more or less, he was a singer for the Metropolis of Love back in the 80s. We toured with him. Great band. But we'll get into that down the road here. So right now, let's move on. I don't want to take too long. We're going to move into to the next here. Let me get the screen going here, and we are good to go. Like I said, I don't have anybody here to help me run the show, so here we go. Let me make sure that you guys. Yeah, let's see. Come on, there we go. Here we go. Here. And there I am. And let's get that. Here we go. All right. Okay, my mic. And nobody's there to, let's see. My mic's working now. Crap. 10 minutes and 37 seconds into this podcast, and my mic was muted. Jesus. Damn. Believe I didn't catch that. I muted my mic, and then I forget to. What the hell was I just saying? Hold on a minute. This is why I smoke to this day. I'm so, stressed out over. Okay, so as you can tell, I haven't shaved yet since last year. And got electric razor, I'm ready. I just doing it. I've been having a kind of hope I'm not tonight. What I did notice, my last podcast, I was sniffing like, God, you would think it was the 80s and I was, doing cocaine. It's like every 10 seconds, like, that's what I noticed from my past. What I was saying, that it probably didn't record. Maybe it did, but I don't think so. The mic was muted. I was talking about how I wanted to watch my last week's podcast last night. And I've been all the research and development I've been doing. Turned out, man. I went out early. Fellas had dinner. Dad made a beautiful dinner. It was wonderful. And what we're talking about, Hanger Helper, it was awesome. And I fell asleep, and I fell out hard. And I use not mine, but I have a machine in my room, and when I'm asleep, I use it, and it comes with it. It's been so they sent a guy out. Of course, he didn't send me a text message, no phone call. He ended up at my front door at 11:30 at night. Now, normally I stay up. I don't go to bed till 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm usually up working. I like to work it during the early morning, however you want to look at it. But no, I was out last night, and this guy came. Nice guy. You know, I love the guy. He's been here before, but I'll enjoy. It's a good trip. That's where I have to go actually on the 6th of next month. I got a call today. Not looking forward to it. My doctor, Erica, Dr. Erica, I call her. She wants me to come in for cancer screening where they do everything they're going to do. And of course, you know, they're looking for the big C, cancer. And here I am. And if you're here with me, I'll share it with you. I mean, you know, people deal with this every day. And I've lost family members over it. And now I'm looking in the face of it. A couple years ago, I had a stroke. Didn't even know it. Went to a doctor's appointment. They did a CAT scan, I think, here locally. And doctor ended up calling me that evening at home. And you know, when the doctor calls you at home, you know it's serious. And he said, Kelly, you need to go to the hospital, meaning the big hospital 100 miles down the road in St. George. I live right on the border and beautiful desert country. So yeah, I had a stroke, had no idea that I had a stroke, you know. They did autopsies on my lungs. I had a spot on my lung, and amazingly, it disappeared. Could not believe it. It disappeared. So it's always scary, though, to go in. Todd. There's somebody here. It's Todd. I'm going to say hi to Todd. Hold on, guys. Let me say aloha. How about aloha? Aloha. Aloha. Awesome. And you're going to meet Todd. I'm looking forward to having an interview with Todd. What's up, man? I'm here. You know, I wasn't scheduled to do a podcast tonight. I'm talking to Todd here. But here I am. I figured, what the hell? I need the plan. I'm on StreamYard and I'm still learning this program. But yeah, Todd, as you probably know through Paul, I definitely want to have you on here on the podcast, man. I know we'd have a great time, definitely. And dude, I heard your wait till you to all my or whoever watches this. Wait for you to hear his yeah, awesome dude. He said to it. His vocals is like, wow, brilliant. Thank you. I'm glad you're going to come on. I'll get with you. We'll schedule it as soon as possible. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. I have no clue. Yeah, to change out my air thing, you know, and I called him. I was going, get off my yard, kind of crap, you know. I was pissed, but you know, then again, it's like, hey, you're gonna come out here. My God, most people. Normally, I'm not. This is the one night. You know, I was so burned out. I had a lot of dinner, a lot to eat. And I wasn't up till, I usually, if I fall asleep, I usually get up around 4 or 5, you know, even earlier. I'm one of those 3 o'clock in the morning people. But again, thank you. And oh, there's Paul. There's Paul, Mr. Misery Inc. Look at that. Look how short my beard is there. This is January. This is, yeah, the next The next clip will be January 29th, which was my birthday. This is great. I'm looking at this, and you look at the, how short it was. Gosh. And I really don't like facial hair. But, you get going. Well, like my music. I start playing music, I get in the zone, and I don't stop. And that's kind of what I did here. And like I said, I burned out. And I missed a few shows. And I ran some reruns, that kind of stuff, This one here, I like. Yeah, I like that too. That's good. And that's it. That's it. Dark ambient. Awesome. Awesome. And we go from here. I don't remember. Oh, smoking the pipe again. Ah, I love that whistleblower. That's the new Misery Inc. single. I guess it's single, or is it off an album? I'm sorry, Paul. I don't know. I should know that, and I don't. And Todd, I'd love to get a track of you, or the one that Paul played for me. That track was awesome. So get your approval and head over. Paul, send it over. Someone send it over. A likeness, a picture of your album cover or you would be great to, I'll play it. Definitely. On my birthday podcast, I will play Todd's music. Like I said, I was very, very impressed. And I can't wait to get him on the show here. And Paul, too. Paul was the one, he's responsible for this, Dolorem. He even picked the name, which is Voice of Pain. That's what Dolorem Vox means, the pain. I'm going to start using that more, Voice of Pain. So, people, I don't think putting it together, Dolorem Vox, Voice of Pain. And because if anyone, I'm the voice of pain. At this point in my life, it's hard for me to get up and walk to the restroom or go make something to eat. I've gone 2 days without eating just because it was, I make it, I don't know how many yards. Let me think. I used to golf. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe a par 3 to the kitchen. I don't know. And it'd definitely be just a short, little, the hell you call it? To the bathroom. Anyway, I love that. I love that whistleblower. It's great. I've got a few more of them. And like I said, Todd, give me a track and some graph to go with that track. And I definitely will play it. And like, last week, what I had problems with, I don't know, you guys just got here. I couldn't believe it. I did the first 10 minutes with my microphone muted. I think the first 10 minutes of this podcast is muted. So I can take care of that in post-production, later on, which I don't like doing. I like to just live, raw, just as you guys are getting it right now. That's what I like to see if I could do some lighting here. That's a little bit better. I don't know. And we'll go with that. I kind of like that. Turn down the lights, And last week I was sniffling like I was someone from the 80s doing coke. I couldn't believe it. And number one, I have bad allergies, bad sinuses. I mean, look at this thing. I always have had almost like having a perpetual cold 24/7, all through the year because you get your seasonal allergies, and that's what I deal with. And but I had a cold. Actually, I almost. I did the podcast on Thursday. Actually, my second one. That's right. I wasn't feeling real great actually at Wednesday. And that could happen for some reason. I'll try to make it up the next day on a Thursday. And hopefully that won't. I'm going to be straight as far as my head goes. And, like I said, I've got this appointment coming up next month. I see the pulmonary, they're going to check out my chest. And I don't know. It's always. What was weird about that is, I think I mentioned it. Yeah. They did a biopsy. I was in the hospital for a few days. This was the stroke. It was over a year ago now. And there was a spot on my, the right side of my lung. And talk about scaring the shit out of you. And I went back for another checkup, and it was gone. It's like, thank you. So I don't even know how to react to it, to be honest with you. I try not to think about reality. And I've lost people like everybody out there has lost people from cancer. It's terrible. And, but I'll share it. Every little piece of it. You can walk through it right here with me if you want. You don't have to. Shit. Anyway, I did this as like the beginning. Last week, I wanted to continue with it. Last week, I kept putting stuff up, videos up, and then you'd see them go away and then come up and go away. Well, it's my internet connection. I need to run. Oh, excuse me. I need to run a straight line in to my router, but the router's in a. Oh, excuse me. Indigest. The router's in the living room, and that means I'd have to run right through the living room, which I could do just for a podcast, and I may do it, but I wouldn't live with a cord, just running down the hall kind of thing. But I am. I got the. I ended up getting the. It's Ethernet, and it's running all the way off the living room and down the hall. I gotta do something better. My dad doesn't deserve, I got a piece of carpet covering it up, but like I said, now I'm not getting the glitch, and it's all because I just need to reset my router. It was that easy. So as we progress, you're going to see that. You're going to see glitches, and even now, I'm running a straight Ethernet, and still having issues, but my internet provider, great people, South Central Communications, they said, hey, you have any problems, we're going to send a guy out. So if I need to, I'll do that. But anyway, yeah, where was I going with this? See? God, what is that? Is that senility? Oh yeah, stuff kept restarting over because on my end I click something and it doesn't come up, and I'm what the hell? So I keep clicking, and you keep seeing it go up and down, up and down. So I'm going to click something right now once, and let's see what happens. Are you going to see it? Am I going to see it? Let's see. This is one click.
Don't sweat the petty things, and never, never pet the sweaty thing. Dolorem Vox, a podcast about anything and everything. Subscribe today and tell a friend.
I love that. Okay. Okay, let me, I'm going to go ahead right now. I'm just going to I'm going to run through it here. Somebody's trying to call me on my phone behind me. See, I'm just going to kind of pod through this. Oh, there's a this here. That is the cover of the CD that I released. I moved to Mesquite, Nevada, before I moved to Oregon, and I did this CD. And what it is, and you can go to uropatwin.com and download it. I don't have any more CDs, but Tate Music, they put it out. And I guess it was in Kmart and what else? Target. So I'm hoping, somebody out there will run across this Uropatwin's Bombastic. And basically, it's a best of. Because every track on there, if you go to my discography at uropatwin.com, you'll see I've got quite a large collection of music. And you're going to hear a lot of it here. So besides the independent bands and such that I'll be interviewing and playing, but that's it. That's the cover. And here was I use that actually in the 2-minute intro. I like to give everybody 2 minutes. I like, actually it's 3 minutes because that, yeah, the song from that, the very opening when it says stream starting, that's the Dance, Dance. It's called Dance with the opera singer. I don't know if you heard that. If you go back to the recorded podcast of this, you'll hear it. You'll see what I mean. And the 1 minute after that counter is from Atari Drome, which is one of my favorite albums that I did. If you haven't heard it, go over to uropatwin.com and scroll down through my discography, and you'll see it there. Atari Drome and also Atari Drome remixes. And I've got tracks from these albums, and I think I would like to play every podcast, since it's my podcast. I'd like to play a song, one of my songs. And I want to spotlight other people too, like Todd. I want to play Todd, play a song of his. JR, Paul, and I want everyone to, hear what you guys are doing. And then, of course, the beginning, the opener, with the guy talking about, broadcasting from from the StreamYard studios high above in the KPC music corporate towers, that thing. The music behind that is Ashen Lights from Super Collider. And Super Collider was an album that I did. And all this music, and I could have been I'm talking and I'm not putting these up as I go. See, there's Super Collider. And here's Atari Drome, which I love. This is it's me going on and on. 96. And that's 96. I have most of my music on my site. It's got the years. And also, you go to my site, most of the music there is pay what you want. I mean, you could put 0.0 at checkout and walk away with a whole album. And hey, man, I say go for it. That's why I did that. There's many times that I wanted to go and buy an album or just a song. And I really couldn't swing it, a debit card was, not enough money or whatever. That's why I offer, hey, pay what you want. You don't have the money, don't pay, So, but I was going to talk a little bit about this here. This Roseanne Barr with Tom McDonald, the Roseanne Barr rap. Oh, sorry about that. I disconnected myself. Let's see. Oh, it's Paul. He's backstage. Do you want to come join us on stage if you want? Oh, we got some comments here. Let's see. Oh, backstage. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Ah, and there he is. There's Todd Wynn. He's the other half of Razor Glamour Razor. One of my favorite bands right now. I just got last night, Paul sent me more of their music. And Paul says it was done more or less tongue in cheek or whatever. I don't know what that means, but I think it's some awesome music. So we're going to do an interview with both of them, and I want to play some more of their music. I think actually next week I might start to show off with one of their songs. It's good to see you. See what I got. I wanted to touch on today. And with that, we'll move on to the next set. I could go on and on. I enjoy watching them. It's been a while since I've done that. Let's move to the next set here. Look at that. There he is. We're going to go into where are we? We're going to go into episode 6. And what was the topic? Rebroadcast. No, I didn't want to do that. See, I didn't even know I put that up. That's what I did when I didn't want to just not run anything. I've done that. Just not do anything. I don't like doing it. But, for some reason, I didn't know I put that up here. It's episode 6 of a rebroadcast of episode 5. And I did do, what was it? Twilight Transmission. Great interview. One of my favorite interviews that I've done so far. And it was so good. We did it on the weekend because some people can't do it Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So we did it on a Sunday. And then I just went ahead and rebroadcasted it on Wednesday, which is good. That way, people missed it. Not used to me being on a Sunday. Like tonight, it is Friday, 4th of July. So, I'm not going to rerun. Well, I might rerun this. Who knows? Depends on how I'm feeling. But anyway, so I'm going to, let's get rid of this one. We're going to go to episode 7, which is my paranormal childhood. This was a good episode. And we also had Dave Velasquez. Whoa, hey, stop it. It got away from me there. But yeah, my sister. Oh, hold on. There we go. Stop. How did that reset itself like that here? Now I'm going to have to move it forward, I guess. But anyway, let me get it here anyway. Dave lives in Belgium. And my sister, she's in California. And me, I'm in the Southwest Desert. I live on the border of Utah and Arizona in the beautiful desert. And we started this show off. You heard the music there. At called Imprint. You can get this also at uropaTwin.com. Or you can listen to it here on YouTube. And I want to say hello to the people there in X. I am streaming to X, Elon's house. And I love X. That's it. X and YouTube. Possibly I'll do Instagram. That might be my next one. I don't know. So I lost my bearing in this one though. Let's see. Let's move forward here. But yeah, my sister Lily, she is my co-host. She couldn't make it tonight.
Talking about childhood ones, we lived in this apartment. But so much stuff happened that my dad would be mad all the time because stuff would be missing or pots and pans would be left out. And there's 3 of us kids, so you assume it was one of us, ding dong, something in the middle of the night. But we're like, no. And there was one week where Kelly had a couple experiences where he thought I was, confused I was up, but I wasn't. And so I was a little thinking about it in that room. And, I had the toys set up, like the apartments and the little Fisher Price. And it's like da-da-da thing. I look over and that one little card starts rolling, and I'm like, where you just frozen by it because you're like, how is the hell is it moving? And I run downstairs, and of course Dad's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, I'm not going back up there alone. And I come back up, and they were all the cards. So I'm like 8, so
we
just
had,
remember it.
We had
wow.
We had bunk beds, and you
yes,
were sleeping
always
on the bottom. We were sharing a room, and Mitch
like
had
throw
the
stuff
room
at me
to
all the time.
himself. I'll never forget this. I know. I'll never forget this. I woke up and I looked, and I thought it was you sitting at a vanity with a big mirror. Well, we didn't have vanity with a big mirror.
Nope.
And what got me was I looked down from the top bunk,
yeah,
and I look again, and the girl looks at me, and of course, as a child, what do?
Yeah,
that's going to save me.
You were saying my name, and I was like, "What?" And you're like, "Oh, yes. It's not you." Yeah. We didn't have a vanity. There was definitely a dresser, but there was no there's not,
no.
So who knows?
Or anything. No,
that house had a
old vanity.
That house had a vibe. I wonder if maybe it was built on top of a graveyard. It was one of those condo townhouses. So it's a whole courtyard.
Dad told me. Yeah. It was built. There was a mansion there at one time.
I believe it.
A bunch of just open land, and that's as far as what he knew. But he had an experience with a closet. He thought one of his kids was in the closet because he said he was just nodding off. Yeah, and the door shut. So he gets up and he puts in the closet. Nobody's in there. He gets back in bed. The closet door shuts again. Finally gets up, puts a slipper or something on the door track, and he's sitting there watching it, and the slipper jumped out, and it closes again.
Yeah. I've never even heard this story. I totally believe it. That house, especially that second floor, was where I just feel like the vibe up there.
Well, the biggest one that got me was my brother Mitch and I were sharing that bedroom. You got older, we all, Lily got her own bedroom. And Saturday Night Live, and we were coming up the stairs, and you took a hard right to get into that bedroom. Mitch stops in front of me. I stopped behind, standing in the doorway. You couldn't really see, you could just see the outline, like somebody, in the dark was standing right in front of us. And that's all I remember. The shit scared out of me.
Yeah.
Oh God,
we'd have babysitters, and they wouldn't go upstairs. They're like, "We're not going upstairs."
That's a great episode. Like I say, go to the playlists, and I have, like I said, podcast archives. This one's my paranormal childhood. You didn't hear any of David's stories. He starts it off, and his are phenomenal. So, at some point, come back. They're not going anywhere. And watch this episode. It's a good one. I'm going to rewatch it again myself. So, but it's a good one, definitely. So that was episode 7 of the first season. And I'm going to set it up for episode 8 right now. Episode 8 is the Twilight Transmission interview. And for those of you who are used to what I'm doing, I start the podcast off with a song, and then in the middle of the podcast, I have a what I call iPhones, and I play another song. So no matter if I'm doing paranormal or whatever, you're going to get 2 songs. And I think we played more than 2 songs for his interview, but let's go into a little bit. I need to move forward here. We still got a few to get through, not many, but this is episode 8. Do I have it set up here? No, I don't. Let's get this set up. Let's get it set up. Here we go. Twilight transmission interview with Christopher Alvarado. And here we go. Let's get it going here. Let's see, make sure we got it. Okay, come on. There we are. Okay. And, I need to start it, of course. There's Christopher. He's a great guy. This is an awesome episode. If you want to hear some awesome music, he does great ambient music. It's just wonderful stuff. I just amassed a bunch of short videos, and rather than just play a song and look at us, you're going to get this just random video stuff. When we get to the techno poetry, I did the same thing. I just put together video. They're mine. I did them, and they came out okay. But at least you got something to look at while you're listening to some great music. So let's get back right into it here. I've got all these questions, and I'd never remember them. But now coming into the ambient part, evolution of sound. You've traversed genres from punk to ambient over the decades. How this evolution shaped your sound, the Twilight transmissions?
Yes, I got kind of sick of doing the angry, aggravated, aggro type music. There's only so much of that you can do before you get tired of it. And I really, I listened to Soma FM when I was when I was at work, and I was doing some design work. Excuse me. But I just loved how it sounded, and I thought, oh geez, maybe I should try to do that because I like how it makes me feel. It's peaceful,
right?
It's calming, and so that's how I started doing that.
Who are the artists or experiences that have significantly influenced your? What kind of got you? What were experiences? Other artists, or what? Yeah, what kind of steered you in that direction?
I don't. The only way I can put it is I think you have to do ambient a certain way or before, and to not make it boring.
When you're doing these soundscapes, music often involves burst atmospheres. How do you approach building these soundscapes in compositions?
I go ahead and I freehand all of my ambient parts.
Okay.
And I just go off and like I said, I go off my titles. So whatever fits the title, I try the sound, and then BPM has a lot to do with it. Sometimes a little bit faster than others.
You've worked with various artists across genres. How do these collaborations influence your work? And are any memorable partnerships that you'd like to highlight?
Oh, okay. Well, I've never really been influenced by anyone's inspired, yes, but not influenced. But I am influenced by the people I work with.
Of course.
So, it's that's like the biggest thing for me is just hearing what they got and going off of that. And one of my favorite, most memorable ones, and this is off my bucket list, is working with Scott Roosh on from Witches of Malibu. which he was originally from Hunting Lodge. He was the local poet for those guys.
Okay.
And like I said, they were like one of my top 10 favorite bands. So for me, I was pretty giddy about it, and I wanted to make something special, you know. So I get a hold of his work, and I thought, what could I do that would fit with his? Because he has a lot of noise, harsh noise.
Yeah.
And so I incorporated that with what I do with Twilight Transmissions, which I usually work with my friend Ivar in oh geez, Slovakia. So
Slovakia.
And he has and work with that.
Right. And I met him. We did the record release podcast for Christopher. Liquid Tendrils was the album he was releasing, and we released it here during the podcast. We did a podcast on a Sunday, and Ivy Martinez was there. He didn't want to come on camera. He was just kicking backstage on the beanbag chair, and that's how we met. And I asked him, "Hey, man, how would you like to do, something every month? Like a message?" And that's how that started. And if you remember, or if you didn't, when this is over, go back to the very beginning of this podcast, and I'm reading his message for July. Normally, like I did last first season, was I did used a voiceover, that kind of stuff, which I'm going to do. So you'll hear that. That'll be coming up next, the next podcast. But I love him. Ivy's a great guy. So and on this one here, Chris gave me some video of him with bands that he played with back in 1989. And that is also, you can find that in my playlists under Dolorem Vox Music. If you go there, you'll see. And it's punk, He's singing in one band, and then he plays bass in another. Here, let me run through this real quick. Just grab it. I think it's coming up. Now I can play a little bit of it. Oh, did I miss it? It's not very long, but nah, I already missed it. But that's okay. See, and there's a gal playing electric violin. They're doing a live show. You can't see it. It's kind of blurry there. Well, there it is. And that's really cool. So another suggestion is, if you want to hear some really awesome stuff, pull this one up out of the archives and watch this. Yeah. So,
got headphones? This is the point of the broadcast where we spotlight a band or artist by playing one of their track songs. So grab your phone and possibly a beverage and beanbag chair. This is Dolorem Vox. Got headphones?
Oh, this is my music. I did a video for it. The song is THX 174, which you get at uropaVISION.com. And this is Lily and other people doing the Hulu. So we'll watch a little bit of it. I don't know if we'll watch the whole Look at the size of that hulu. Huge. Lily is really into hula hooping. That's where So I picked up as much video of different people and her. There's Lily doing her fan dance. I just love this song.
They don't know what to do. Sometimes adjustment can make all the difference.
Did 2 versions of that, different songs.
Nice.
Yeah, you're in that video quite a.
Yeah.
I remember when I to all of your friends. That's how I got all that videos.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What does this do? Oh, wow. Okay. I don't like that. I like to watch the background.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Psychedelic.
Yeah, I did that. I thought you might get a kick out of watching that. Yeah. I got another version too. Yeah, I love that. I got the 6-minute version that's really cool. But yeah. I don't know. Should I do Magic Mirror tonight before we sign off? What do you think? No, we're not going to do the Magic Mirror. We'll just end it right there. And so this was his record release. That you saw the cover, Liquid Tendrils. Well, I won't play the whole song. We'll listen to a little bit of it. See, this is like the news thing background that I use on everything because it's long. And I add other videos with it. That's something to look at while you're listening. We have Ivy Martinez, who's off stage in the beanbag chair, having an adult beverage. I love this song. Called Dirt Pad. Hey, yeah. Oh, Biofire, not Dirtbag. What am I? The song is Biofire off of Liquid Kindle. And if you go to this episode, the link is in the description. You can go buy a digital copy. Really great, whole album. Not so much ambient. Record release live lunchtime podcast. And I faded out like yeah. And that's all you're going to get in this one. That's it. Yeah. That was a really great episode because he released that album that day. And I think we played 3 or 4 songs off that album. Really just good stuff. But that was a little taste. Like I say, go to my playlist, podcast archives, and that is episode 11. And check that one out. And we're going to do another one. We're going to have another one coming up. I believe I'm doing one for Misery Corporation record release, which is good. I can't think of anybody else that's done a record release podcast. But who knows? Maybe I'm the first. How would that be? Okay, let's do this one's called Throwing in the Towel is the name of this one. Let me whoa, hurry up, Kelly. Share that screen. Here we go. Yeah, this one's called Throwing in the Towel. I was a little depressed. I got a rag on my head. It was hot. The cooler wasn't working. So, yeah, wasn't having a great day. It was hot. Had a wet rag on my head. Wasn't feeling real positive about what I was doing at that time as far as the podcast. And, I was ready to give up. I mean, it's not really easy work. I mean, you're constantly researching. And, I mean, I've got guests coming and you're scheduled. And you got to do some research. At least we have Chat GPT. That helps, give me, questions to ask them and that kind of stuff. And I always give them, the person I'm interviewing, the questions before we do it. That way they know what's coming. So we only have a couple left here. We'll do a little bit of this one and check it out and see what this one's all about. Oh, here, I could start it for you. That'd be special. I don't really think anybody wants to hear what I have to say. I don't really feel I have much to say, period. And, coming up with topics isn't easy, especially when days are harder than others. But, and I've said all my Lily, she is like me. We're both about the same age. I'm 63. She's my kid sister, and she's having issues. That's why she's not here, because she is my co-host. But hopefully we'll have her back next week. And I think I'll be back next week. I'm pretty sure I will. I will be back next week. Next week is Techno Poetry. And because of software issues, I'm not sure how I'm going to run it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I guess I could just play the music with this background that you see around me here. I've got a ton of them. I could do that. Or I could do videos with those type of backgrounds. So I've got a week to figure that out. Let's see, he's messaging me, as he said here. Yeah, I wasn't feeling real positive. And, but then I started getting these, little awards from vidIQ, 20,000 views, 30,000 views. That made me feel pretty good. I only have not quite 40 subscribers. And I need a lot more to monetize this channel. And I've got some ideas. I'm thinking about seeing if I could get Gary Newman, or at least maybe his daughter Raven. She's really doing some great music. I'd like to get her on here. And that could help. I mean, I follow them on, Facebook and listen to her music. And he is, of course, Gary Newman. I've been following forever. But we only have 2 more episodes to go. So let's do a little bit more of this. Kind of depressing. I won't stay too long. What's he say? Asking him for a password. I don't know my password. Well, dude, I didn't know it even gave you a password. Shit. Damn it. I was really hoping to have him on.
Excuse me for this intrusion, citizen, but it is time for you to do your part and roll up your sleeves. Extend your index finger and tap, tap, tap. Like, comment, subscribe.
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 Like.
That's my call for action. Like, comment, subscribe. So we're moving into techno poetry. And there was 5 different songs. So I think we'll play 1 song from techno poetry. That's it. And then we'll get to the last one here. We're coming up to 2 hours now. Yeah. So let's do that. Let me get this on the main screen for you. Yeah, techno poetry with the late DJ Ollie Williams and Dave Velasquez, who you saw on the episode of my paranormal childhood. Techno poetry.
Techno Poetry with David Shadow Velasquez and Wisdom, a listener's party. Live and only here on Dolorem, Wednesday, June p.m. So wake the kids and wake the neighbors, call the fans, and tell your techno poetry on the Dolorem Vox podcast. Bing, bang, ba, boom.
Back in 1992, I was working for, or part of, a rave organization called Mr. Floppy's Flophouse. The parties initially took place at the old Jack London Bordello out by the Oakland estuary, eventually moving on to other special venues and locations. My old friend Paul Renner had recruited me to work at the door for those parties. So many, many wonderful times were had with so many wonderful people. A lot of great DJs spun their magic at those parties. One of them, DJ Ollie Wisdom, allowed me to use some of his mixes from the infamous Cyber Spider rave for a poetic project that I was working on and got to perform a handful of times with. And now, techno poetry.
So we're going to listen to this, and then we'll move into episode 19, the last one of season 1. This is the video I was telling you about that I put together. This one is pretty good.
I can hear the sounds of misses somewhere. Somewhere. Not even the insects scream somewhere. Somewhere. I could hang my head in safe abandon somewhere. Somewhere. Where these words no longer plead somewhere. Somewhere. Lays a plan compressed to stone dust. Somewhere, the luxury of a path lies awkward and anxious somewhere. Somewhere, ghosts of beloved memories dance somewhere. Somewhere, inner demons befriend the higher selves somewhere. I know it isn't here for the ringing in my ears of roots, realities, like harmful obscenities, flashing in the papers, the lies of the killers, mothers for easy answers and their capital thrillers. I know it isn't here. It would wonder, ask, differences to a pestilence of facts. Years for and winding, turn blind eyes to the plea of spare change lifelines, the surplus of humanity. Isn't here in routine distractions, vexing stimulants, my predatory attractions. Heartbeat of the politic, sloganeering for the John. Roots for relaxation, claim we're 10 million strong. We're waiting on the bleachers, we're sacrificing truth to cope with the stress in the interests of the youth. Somewhere is the sound, somewhere is the sense, somewhere is family of the nouveau intense. Oh, Mother Khaled, embrace your errant kids. The collective twist awaits your enraptured kiss. Yo, dear Shiva, a distant dawn calls. Your twists on the moves, practiced all night long. In smoke and in light, I envision your visits. Inevitable visitors, however terrible, however exquisite. Somewhere, the pigment of tides of a knoll somewhere. Somewhere, my tears no longer split the ground somewhere. Somewhere, I place my skull in the fool's quarry somewhere. Somewhere where the magic is sympathetic somewhere. I know it isn't here. In augmented travesties, weeds that create control, men with lost humanity, lost to the path of fear, violently built. It isn't here. No, not in the midst. Real through social landscapes. One-dimensional lives go lines with no escape. Wrench a knife, boys, ransoms me in the cell. Hours of life stolen, what these four walls would tell. Sirens singing tragedy, the outside screams contempt. The social contracts failing fabrics that never blend. A strain of constraint, the impulse not to act, to make faces collapse in the shattering of glass. Somewhere is the dust, somewhere is the point, somewhere is the drive for me to rejoice. Yo, Father Shiva, does truth beckon despair as ignorance is crushed into the thin air? Oh, Mother Kali, from the blackness of your eyes, as our rebirth is painful, do we dare to hide in the smoke and in light? I vision your visits, inevitable visages, however terrible, however exquisite. Somewhere.
And that song was called Somewhere. And I just wanted to tell everybody, you don't have to watch these long, you don't have to watch the whole techno poetry to get the songs. I've got them also in the playlist, or you can, you just go to my channel here and you can listen to them individually. And yeah, so the music it's all set up. And you can hear all 5 tracks like that without having to go and watch the whole podcast. I encourage you. The whole Techno Poetry podcast is great. And Dave's there talking about it. And that's cool. There's, as you can see, there's Lily and me. So that was a taste. That was just one song, Somewhere. And there's 5 of them. That picture of the guy with the fire, the circles, that's David. He does the fire, or whatever they call that, stream. And he's a guitarist. He actually played guitar in my band when I was touring in the Bay Area. But that's it. We got one more episode, which is the last one for season 1. It is episode 19. And let's see, where did I go? Oh, I'm here somewhere, aren't I? Yes. Oh, there I am. Okay. This was the last one. And it is, oh, let's get it saved here. Okay. This one's called Deep Delay and Other Anomalies. This is when I figured out, oh, reset my router and it works. So, yeah. I don't know where I have it saved, but we'll play a little bit of this and it's it. This has been a great compilation. If you've been watching it, thank you. I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel. I do a live podcast every Wednesday at 5 p.m. That's Mountain Time. So I hope you'll join us. Season 2, I got some exciting interviews coming up. and it'll be fun. I got some really cool stuff lined up. So let's end it out with this. I don't forget what I've got going here, but let's do this here. Aloha. I'm Kelly Chambers, and you're not. And this is Dolorem Vox. Hey, and there is Lily, my co-host. And let's see, we don't have any background. Maybe we will if we do it. There we go. Got the pink moon. I guess we're going to have a pink moon this month. Yeah. I don't know. Did you hear anything? I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. I also wanted to say with the music, I've got earbuds. Definitely wear headphones. That last song from Techno Poetry, sounds so good. So good. Can hear you great. Yeah. We got Paul. He's backstage. I don't know. We could put him up, but that's all we get. Can hear him.
I don't know about that avatar.
Hey, what's that scarecrow?
Scary.
That's my guy. That's my logo. But
Dude, you have to have those horns looked at.
That's right. Yeah. Well, if you guys notice, I'm going to have a lot of glitching tonight.
No.
Yeah. And I called my ISP, my internet service provider. They told me to reset my router, which I did. And look at me now, Mom. So how you doing, Lily?
Doing okay.
Yeah. Dr. Lily today. Right? Yeah. You know, David's not feeling well. Hey,
yeah,
David.
He's just really stressed. Work is really hard.
Yeah. Well, knock it off and smoke a joint or something. Have a glass of wine. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Yeah, I switched my mic around and everything seems to be working.
Yeah, it's
I
much
don't
better.
see.
No glitch.
What's that?
No glitch.
Yeah, no glitch tonight. That's awesome. Oh, wow. It's only taken me, 19 episodes, give or take, to get to this point. So, started off with no talk tonight. I just figured spring. We could talk about spring. I don't know. This is what is this the year of love? All these people protesting. Those are not. What do they call it? Passive protests. It's just, you know. Yeah, I don't. Excuse me. You will not hear me talk about politics or religion, but I watched them on TV throwing bricks at the police, in LA. That's terrible. That's all. And here I'm gonna go forward a little bit. Let's see. I forget what's on this last one. Let's see. Oh, there's Paul. Let's stop here. Let's see what's going on here.
Something that's like really cool, right? Rather from.
It's not coming from me, dude. I'm fine. I'm not anything. Here, I'm gonna go forward. I remember. Oh, there's Todd. Yeah, there's Todd. I don't know what we got going here. Oh, got headphones.
Got headphones? This is the portion of our broadcast where we spotlight a band or artist by playing one of their tracks, songs, or videos. So grab your headphones and possibly a beverage.
Headphones.
And sink into your beanbag chair. This is Dolorem Vox. Got headphones?
And this is Black Sabbath that I redid in my own special style. But I'd say if you want to hear it, go to my playlist and go to Dolorem Vox Music and listen. And all the tracks are separated from, the music that I play. For got headphones, you're going to get it, individual tracks. Or you could just watch the podcast, and get it that way too. So with that, we've, let me see, where are we here? We are 2 hours and 9 minutes. That's the longest I've done so far. So I think I'm going to end it here. The last episode is good. I finally figured it out. No glitching. And of course, my last episode. So at least I know that this season 2 will go much smoother. And I want to just say goodnight. If you joined me for this compilation, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. It was great. Wear headphones though. The music, like techno poetry, David sent those tracks, and I I increased, put some, what do you call it? They weren't real great. So, I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and they sound wonderful. But thank you again for joining me. This has been fun, and we'll do this again at the end of season 2, which will be December, and then we'll be rolling into January again for season 3. Hopefully I'll be there. I'm planning on it. So far, so good. People seem to be really picking up on it. But with that, I'm going to say good night.